Welcome to the Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show.
Hey everyone, and welcome to our WNEM Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show. It's hard to believe it, but we're officially to the state final.
That's right, Mark. We're going to be taking a look at all 4 teams from our area that made it to their respective state championships: Goodrich, Frankenmuth, Millington, and Beal City.
And we sat down with each team's head coach and talked to about them being in the state title game.
So let's dive right in. Let's start by looking at what time and day each game will be taking place. Division 8 will kick things off on Friday at 9:30 a.m. with Beal City taking on Riverview Gabriel Richard. Division 4 will follow that game at about 12:30. That'll feature Goodrich and Niles. On Saturday, Millington will play at 9:30 a.m. against St. Mary Catholic Central for the Division 7 title. And last but not least, in Division 5, Frankenmuth will take on Pontiac Notre Dame at approximately 4 o'clock. Let's start previewing with Division 4. Cole?
Thanks, Mark. And we'll start off with the Goodrich Martians, who once again put together an incredible season, going 12-1, winning the Flint Metro League Championship. For the second time in 3 years, Goodrich is going back to the state championship game, and they got some revenge from last year's semifinal loss on the way as the Martians took down last season's state champs Harper Woods 28-14 to qualify for the final. After falling to Frankenmuth in week 1, who is in the Division 5 final, Goodrich has been on fire, averaging 41 points per game while only allowing 10. Now Goodrich is 1 win away from earning their first state championship in program history. I was able to have a one-on-one chat with Goodrich head coach Tom Allward and talked about what it means to get back to the state championship game.
It's been a lot of fun, a lot of exciting, but yet it's also very hectic. There's a lot of details, a lot of things you have to do to get ready to get down there, and logistically, as well as try to get a football team ready to play a very good football team.
And I know how excited the kids were for the win on Saturday. That was a big game for you guys against a team that you lost to a year ago. Now to come back and beat them, especially a team that won the state championship last year too. So what does it mean to get past this team and get back to the state championship?
Well, yeah, it's incredibly exciting, and these kids have worked so hard for, gosh, 10 months now. It's been since January. And they deserve all the success that they had. They've put in the work. We got a couple more days of work and one more performance on the field. And if we can do that, then we'll come away with our first state championship in football.
You talk about how special this team is, and you can tell the bond between you and the team. You guys are always so close with each other, and you can tell on the field these guys are connected. So tell me about the bond for you and this team overall.
Yeah, they're my guys. They're my guys. I get emotional pretty easily. It's difficult for me to talk about family or this team. But they're, like I say, they're a special group. They have a large part in my heart.
I know you talked about on Saturday what Goodrich football is. So for the fans at home, what is Goodrich football to this team?
Goodrich football is full of grit, toughness, downhill running. We're satisfied with 5 yards. We're just going to keep coming at you. And when you think that we can't keep coming at you, we'll keep coming at you. And it's just the tenacity and the grit that makes it special. And this group has bought into that big time.
You talked about being in the state championship game 2 years ago. So tell me what you take from that game and use it this time around.
Well, you know the lay of the land. You have an idea how things are going to work, how quick they move you around, that kind of thing, what you can control, what you can't control. Some of the perils that you run into by playing indoors. Different things that we've seen and we've experienced that certainly help us. It really comes, I can't say it enough, it just comes back to that game. And our kids have to be ready to play a football game. And if we're ready to play that football game, we're going to love our trip to Ford Field.
And last question for you. For Goodrich to win on Friday and win their first ever state championship, what would it mean for you, this program, and the community?
Oh, it would be unparalleled again. But basically, it comes down to these kids. They put in the work. They bought into what we've tried to explain to them what it would take They've done that. If they play one more game like they've been doing, they will earn the state championship. It won't be given to them. They will earn it, and it'll be something that will stay with them the rest of their lives.
And in the Division IV state championship game, the Martians are set to take on Niles, who are playing in their first ever state championship game, which means one school is set to make program history, winning their first football title. This game will kick off at 12:30 Friday afternoon.
All right, well, we are just getting started on our Friday Night Lights Championship preview show. Coming up, we turn our focus to Division V and the Frankenmuth Eagles. We'll hear from the Eagles and much more right after this break.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Lisa Couchet-Rechsteiner from Graf Chevrolet on Wilder Road in Bay City.
If you're looking for your next new vehicle, you'll find a great selection of Chevrolets here at Graf.
Get amazing savings on the all-new Equinox EV for just $195 a month. Drive off the red-hot Chevy Trax for $259 a month. Or get into a new Silverado Crew Cab for $254 a month.
If you want to sell or trade your vehicle, get a real cash offer in seconds.
We are Graf Chevrolet,
your auto dealer in the Great Lakes Bay.
If protecting something this little is vital to our future, we need big ideas, like DTE's Clean Vision. Clean Vision is about more than our doubling wind and solar in just 2 years. It means powering a different kind of future. Cleaner energy, a cleaner environment, and clearly better tomorrows. It's a big transformation for all the little things, because little things really matter. DTE.
In the game of life, don't get sidelined because you're without health coverage. Having health coverage and using it will put you on the offense in leading a healthier life. If you or a loved one needs health coverage, contact Genesee Health Plan. Our team will help you tackle health coverage to stay healthy and keep cheering on your favorite team. Call Genesee Health Plan at 844-232-7740 or GeneseeHealthPlan.org.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show.
Welcome back to part 2 of our Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show. We turn our focus to Division V, where Frankenmuth enters Ford Field with a perfect 13-0 record. The Eagles will be playing in the state championship game for the 3rd time in 5 seasons. During that 5-season stretch, Frankenmuth holds an amazing 60-5 overall record. Think about that. That's incredible. The one thing, though, that's missing: a state championship. The Eagles are still searching for the school's first ever state title on the gridiron. Now, earlier this week, I spoke with head coach Phil Martin and asked how this team has been able to tally 13 straight wins to put themselves in a position to make school history.
A lot of the hard work and dedication these kids have put in, I don't know if they get enough credit for, weight room time in the summer, after school, film watching, homework, all that kind of stuff. Most of these kids have part-time jobs to boot, and, the energy and effort that they bring every day has just been amazing.
How is this team maybe different than years past that you've coached?
It's culture. It truly is a community culture, from the fans, the kids in school, to our youth program and coaches that we have there. I've been blessed with, a great coaching staff. And then from there, you know, you have to have the kids buy in, and I think our kids have really bought in and love what we do here.
5th straight season that you've made it to the state semifinals or further. What has led to so much consistency within the Frankenmuth football program?
I would say right now, you know, senior leadership. You know, it's a group that has really embraced becoming leaders. You know, COVID year, we had another great group of leaders. You know, 22 great group of leaders. You know, and really throughout my time here, great group of leaders. But this is a group that I think has really been able to rally the other seniors with them, right? You know, we have quite a few guys that probably didn't get a lot of playing time as juniors last year that are now real good football players and key elements to what we do.
You talked about that senior class led by, of course, Derek Simmons, but of course there's a bunch of other seniors that have played key roles. How has their leadership been different than years past?
That extra dedication, you know, we got not just 1 or 2 guys or 4 or 5 guys, you know, with the film and the extra hours. You know, it's been all these guys, and you know, I think they've kind of rallied together. They might not have been one of our more decorated groups coming through in the lower levels, and I think they did that with a chip on their shoulder, right? So they wanted to prove to a lot of people that, you know, we can do this and we're going to be great just like everybody else.
Pontiac and Notre Dame, first time you guys will play them. I know you scrimmaged them this summer, but first time you'll play them in a true live game. What have you seen on film, and what are you expecting come Saturday from them?
They play fast, both sides of the ball. You know, they love tempo on offense. They love getting to the ball, as many plays as they can run, you know, in a quarter and a half and a whatever. You know, they play fast on defense. You know, they get to the football, they tackle well. They're well coached. You know, they kind of do their thing like a machine.
I know that you have been in this situation before. What's going to be your message to this specific group heading into Ford Field on Saturday?
Energy and effort, you know, trust the process, trust what's got you here. And again, you know, we have to disrupt things for them too, you know, so play fast and furious.
This program has so much, you know, decoration to it. Tons of wins, tons of conference championships. And of course, the one thing that it's missing is a state title. What would that mean for this program to achieve that height on Saturday?
I think it would mean a lot to a lot of people, not just the current kids playing right now, from the kids I coach to the kids that, you know, an alumni that prior coaches have coached, the prior coaches here. You know, I still talk to, you know, a bunch of the prior coaches here at times, and you know, I hear from former players, alumni, guys that didn't play for me but just love the red and gray, and I think it'd mean a lot to everybody, especially our community.
So the stage is officially set. Frankenmuth will try to make school history this Saturday against Pontiac Notre Dame. Kickoff for the Division 5 state championship is scheduled for 4 o'clock.
All right, well, that's 2 teams down, but we still have 2 more squads to go over in our Friday Night Lights State Championship preview show. Coming up, we'll head to Division 8, where Beal City looks for their first state title in 15 years, and how their head coach is looking to earn his 2nd championship 30 years after his first. You won't want to miss this.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Lisa Couchet-Rexsteiner from Graf Chevrolet on Wilder Road in Bay City.
If you're looking for your next new vehicle, you'll find a great selection of Chevrolets here at Graf.
Get amazing savings on the all-new Equinox EV for just $195 a month. Drive off the red-hot Chevy Trax for $259 a month. Or get into a new Silverado Crew Cab for $254 a month.
If you want to sell or trade your vehicle, get a real cash offer in seconds.
We are Graf Chevrolet,
your auto dealer in the Great Lakes Bay.
If protecting something this little is vital to our future, we need big ideas, like DTE's Clean Vision. Clean vision is about more than our doubling wind and solar in just 2 years. It means powering a different kind of future. Cleaner energy, a cleaner environment, and clearly better tomorrows. It's a big transformation for all the little things, because little things really matter. DTE.
In the game of life, don't get sidelined because you're without health coverage. Having health coverage and using it will put you on the offense in leading a healthier life. If you or a loved one needs health coverage, contact Genesee Health Plan. Our team will help you tackle health coverage to stay healthy and keep cheering on your favorite team. Call Genesee Health Plan at 844-232-7740 or GeneseeHealthPlan.org.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show.
Welcome back to part 3 of our Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show. It's time now to focus in on the Division 8 state title game featuring the Beal City Aggies. Coming into this weekend, Beal City has an 11-2 record and finished as the runners-up in the Highland Conference. The Aggies are averaging over 34 points a game this year and are set to compete in their 10th state finals in school history, their first since 2021. Just last week, Beal City won a battle against the top-ranked team in the division when they came back against Fowler to win 17-16. This Friday, the Aggies will take on Riverview Gabriel Richard, who are making their state finals debut. I had the chance to sit down with Beal City head coach Brad Gross, and I asked him about the journey that this team has gone on from losing 14 seniors last year to now getting back to Ford Field.
The journey has been fun. It's been challenging. You know, when you're taking 14 really good football players and graduating them, and then you're trying to fit the pieces and mold the pieces. The kids have done a really, really good job of, you know, believing in us and what we're trying to do. We've actually dealt with a lot of injuries this year, too, so we've had guys moving in and out, and it actually, I think, kind of made us better in the end because now we've had some guys play some different spots. It allows guys to go into the football game then they got some experience. So it's been a ride, obviously, but every season's like that, and when you can get to where we are right now, you enjoy it and take advantage of every opportunity you get.
November 29th, you guys will be at Ford Field, and I know that date holds a little bit of significance for yourself because it'll be 30 years to the day where you were in the Pontiac Silverdome and helped lead the Aggies to their first state championship in the program's history. What was the emotion like that day for you, just being able to be on the field for that and then just a performance like that, throwing for over 180 yards and the 2 touchdowns as well?
Yeah, I mean, I remember it as, like I say, it was just happening so fast, kind of like that game the other day. It happens and then you sit back and think of all the things that happened. But sitting back here remembering it now, I mean, I just remember it was like a lifelong dream of, you know, when I grew up watching all those kids, all those guys play and then come up short a couple times, you know, one time. And it's like, man, I want to do that someday. So it was kind of like a dream come true. You're fulfilling a dream that you always wanted to do. Now coming to this 30 years ago, it makes me realize how old I really am because I'm coaching some of the guys that were on, you know, of the dads are guys I played with, so then I'm coaching some of those guys. So I just remember the fans. Everybody's there. And that's kind of what Beal City football is. It's a community thing. Everybody's into it. They might not see every game, but they're watching. They're keeping tabs of what Beal City's doing, and that means a lot for all those people to come congratulate us and the team, and it was just really cool.
I know it may have been 30 years ago, but that hit you took in that second touchdown pass, that seems like one that stays for a little bit.
I do remember that hit. Like, man, I got crushed, but it kind of all goes away when you score a touchdown, you know, and it is in the state finals. So
what has been some of the things that you've seen out of these group of guys?
These guys play really well together. Everybody understands their role and everybody understands who they are, and I think that's what makes this team really great is that everybody just knows their role and everybody does what they're supposed to do.
You guys are going to be going up against Gabriel Richard, and that's a team that has been playing really good football. What are some of the things that you've kind of seen just from this team that'll be making their first ever appearance at Ford Field for a state title?
Well, they're very athletic, and they have guys all over the field. We can't give up big plays. We can't, you know, we got to try to limit their big plays and make them earn it, and that's kind of what we do defensively all the time anyways. When you get to this point, guys got to make plays. They got guys all over the field, and we'll just have to play, you know, we'll have to play 4 quarters of football, and, you know, hopefully the ball bounces our way.
Can you talk to me just about your time being able to be part of this program and just having another chance to try to hoist a state championship?
I'm fortunate to be where I'm at. I mean, I'm lucky that I got the opportunity. I'm lucky I have those kids that take it as seriously as I would. I've experienced the winning portion of it. None of them have in a football. Some of them made it in baseball, and they understand what it's like to win. So You know, it's always a lot better to win than it is to lose in that game. But that doesn't defeat any of the accomplishments, obviously. But at the same time, you know, you're there for a reason. You're playing. You're trying to get that #1 on there rather than the #2. So I've experienced it, and I just want them to experience. I know what that feeling feels like, and for me, I just want to see the smiles on their faces and stuff like that. Hopefully, if we can get it done.
So the Aggies have the chance to win their first state championship in 15 years, but to do that, they'll have to take down the Pioneers of Gabriel Richard. This game will kick off state championship weekend this Friday at 9:30 a.m.
We still have one more segment left on our Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show. After the break, we'll head to Division 7 to take a look at our final team competing for a state title, the Millington Cardinals. Don't go anywhere.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Lisa Couchet-Rechsteiner from Graf Chevrolet on Wilder Road in Bay City.
If you're looking for your next new vehicle, you'll find a great selection of Chevrolets here at Graf.
Get amazing savings on the all-new Equinox EV for just $195 a month. Drive off the red-hot Chevy Trax for $259 a month. Or get into a new Silverado Crew Cab for $254 a month.
If you want to sell or trade your vehicle, get a real cash offer in seconds.
We are Graf Chevrolet,
your auto dealer in the Great Lakes Bay.
If protecting something this little is vital to our future, we need big ideas, like DTE's Clean Vision. Clean Vision is about more than our doubling wind and solar in just 2 years. It means powering a different kind of future. Cleaner energy, a cleaner environment, and clearly better tomorrows. It's a big transformation for all the little things, because little things really matter. DTE.
In the game of life, don't get sidelined because you're without health coverage. Having health coverage and using it will put you on the offense in leading a healthier life. If you or a loved one needs health coverage, contact Genesee Health Plan. Our team will help you tackle health coverage to stay healthy and keep cheering on your favorite team. Call Genesee Health Plan at 844-232-7740 or GeneseeHealthPlan.org.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show.
Welcome back to part 4 of our Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show. Our 4th and final Mid-Michigan team that will be competing for a state championship is Millington in Division 7. The Cardinals are set to play in their first ever title game in program history after defeating North Muskegon 35-28 in the semifinals. Millington will face Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, who will be in their 8th state championship game. Millington is a perfect 12-0 heading into Ford Field, averaging 41 points per game while only allowing 8. I had a chance to sit down with Millington head coach Jason Germain about what it means not only for the players to make it to the state championship game, but for the rest of the community.
The bond never ends. I mean, once we won that game on Saturday, my phone has just been nonstop of congratulations from former players, coaches. It's been great, you know. And we've always told that to our, our current players. We tell them you're playing for the, the former alumni, and we honored the 1999 team this year, week 1, and they were in town. It was great, and some of those guys were at the game on Saturday as well to cheer on the Cardinals.
And, of course, to make school history going to your first ever state championship game, what does it mean to finally accomplish this and be going to the game in Ford Field?
Oh, it means everything to our players, coaches, community. We were 0-6 going into that game as far as state semifinals in the past, but know, we got the job done on Saturday, and these kids are ecstatic right now. It's awesome.
And speaking of these kids, from looking to them beginning of the year, just in the offseason, seeing them working out to where they are now, just tell me what it's just been like watching this group grow throughout this year.
Oh, it's been great because, you know, I know what they've done in the offseason. I know how hard they've worked, how hard they've pushed each other, and the bond that they have with one another. And it's so nice to see it all come together. It's been great.
And just seeing your players enjoy that moment as well, too. How special was it to see them in this moment as also?
I think they're a little awestruck. They didn't know what to think, and then they got out there, and now they, you know, we've told them that, you know, dreams do come true, man, and this is everything that they've been working for and dreaming about. And you know, our community did not let us down when we got back into town. It was great.
And you talked about 6 appearances in the semifinals, not being able to make it. Finally, 7th time's a charm for you guys here. So to finally get over that hump and make it to the state championship game, what does that mean for this community and school?
It means everything, you know. Like I said, they've been working hard for this. It's kind of like the old saying, we got the monkey off our back finally, you know, to break through, to get to this game. And it's going to be exciting next couple of days for sure.
And when you get that chance to enter Ford Field for the first time, what is just going to be kind of the mindset as you walk in there?
Well, our assistant coach, we just showed the clip from the movie Hoosiers where they walk into the gym and they, you know, they measure the free throw line and the height of the hoop just to let them know. And we tell our kids that too. Just don't be awestruck. You know, it's still a football field. It's, you know, what you've been playing on all year. It's gonna be hard to not be awestruck, but you know, you got to do your best.
And let's talk about the seniors as well on this team. Tell me about this group and what it's been like to work with these guys here throughout the last 4 years.
Oh, they've been great. We have 16 seniors. We've had 6 of them up on varsity since their sophomore year, and we just figured it out. They're playing in their 12th playoff game in the last 3 years. So it's pretty surreal right now for these guys.
And now, as you started watching film here earlier tonight and all that, just tell me what you guys have been able to see on film here and talk about your opponent a little bit here.
Oh, Monroe is a complete team. They are very, very talented. But I always remind our kids, so are we. You know, we're not going to Ford Field just to say we went there. We're going there to win the game. You know, that's our. You know, we're going to finish what we started. So that's our goal, and that's what we're going to work for all week.
And now, as you get ready for the state championship game, of course, being your guys' first ever game, what would it mean for this community to have a state championship this year?
Oh, it would mean everything. You know. Right now, we do have 2 state championships, but it's from our softball program, and Coach Hudai has a great program there, and we're just trying to, you know, get one for the boys now.
And like you just heard, Millington will be looking for their program's first state championship as their opponents, Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, will be looking to capture their 4th in their first since 2019.
Thanks, Cole. Lastly, let's take one more look at those times and days for each championship game. Division 8 will kick off things on Friday. It's 9:30 a.m. with Beal City. And then in Division 4, it'll be at 12:30. That'll feature Goodrich and Niles on Saturday. Millington will play at 9:30 a.m. against St. Mary Catholic Central for the Division 7 title. Last but not least, in Division 5, Frankenmuth will take on Pontiac Notre Dame at approximately 4 o'clock. Austin, you're going to be there on Friday. What are you looking forward to?
I mean, first of all, Beal City, it's such a great program, getting back here since 2021. And then just the meaningless for these guys that have just, you lose 14 seniors, but then you still make it back here. And then Brad Gross, how meaningful that day is going to be for him as well. It's just going to be exciting to see them take the field. And then for Goodrich, you got guys on that team. Max Macklem, Chase Burnett, Tom Allward, such an incredible head coach, and they want to get the job done. They're waiting to get that first ever state championship, and they've waited all this time to try to get the opportunity. And now I know Cole, of course, will be there on Saturday. What are you looking for on those days?
I mean, to start off, being a Garber grad, I've won against both these teams a lot when I was in high school. They beat us a lot as well. So the fact that both these teams have not won a state championship is just incredible to me. But we'll start off with Millington that morning game. Incredible program, one team that's always been good, and finally breaking through that hump, like they mentioned, getting to their first state championship game. Expecting a lot from them in that game, and a lot of passion from that team as well. And like Frankenmuth, like you mentioned, a team that has been good for so long, that has just been there every time, just could not finish it off. A great chance right here to do it once again. Of course, both these teams undefeated going in this game as well, too. So imagine some great action on Saturday as well.
4 different teams representing 4 different divisions in our region. Pretty cool that we have 4 games. It's got to be some kind of record, right? I mean, 4 of our guys get
recently.
I haven't heard it say.
That's pretty awesome. I love it. Well, good luck to all 4 of them. It'll certainly be a fun 3 days. Thanksgiving tomorrow, and then 2 championship games on Friday, and then 2 more on Saturday. Which local teams will be bringing home the hardware? That answer will be answered in 72 hours. Think about that, guys. For Cole Martins and Austin Sumwoods, I'm Mark Pearson. Thanks so much for watching our Friday Night Lights Championship Preview Show.